Hi everybody, I'm John McGill. I'm an avid hunter. I enjoy filming my own hunts, and I finally found a crew of guys that also like doing it, and they have accepted me onto their team, so I guess I am the newest member of Droppin TV. Looking forward to getting a good start going there. I got a couple hunts that I have filmed myself through the previous years that I just needed a little more help, I guess, on with the camera work. It gets to be too much, so I'm really glad that I found these guys and looking forward to having a good season.
Me and Tyler actually got to go out for the first time. My schedule's kind of rough with school and everything, but we made it out. We went over in Clinton County here. It was a good day, a beautiful day out. Couldn't ask for a better day. There's sign everywhere. I mean, you'll see it in our footage we have. Getting everything around, we're gonna walk through this field. Hopefully there's gonna be some good trails coming out here. We haven't been here since about maybe the third week in archery season, early archery season. But I mean, from what I can see right now, there's tracks everywhere, so hopefully we can see where they're concentrating coming into the field. So hopefully we can do something. I mean, we have a pretty decent trail here that's, I mean, relatively fresh. And they're coming out in the field, so pretty sure it's at night. Got another trail that way, another trail there, so probably just walk up forward a little bit, see if they come together close enough to where we can shoot all three of them, or at least two of them. So just walk forward a little bit and try and find a clump of trees or something we can get into. It's about 24 right now, January 8th. We're here in Clinton County on public land. This area is just tore up. What we did, we found a bunch of trails, probably about half a dozen trails. We picked a spot where what we think is the two best used trails. They kind of come together here. We got about a 20-yard shot here and maybe a 25, 30-yard shot over this way. But I'm really hoping to see something. Everything's looking good, so hopefully we can get something on the ground. We're going to put a camera out there in front of one of the trails. So if a deer walks out there, it is going to be insane, the shot we're going to get. So just, we're hoping and praying that we get it. We just actually ran out of camera light. Didn't work out like we were hoping it would, but it's still nice to get out. It was a real nice night in the woods. But like I said, there's a lot of deer here. Might just be moving later on at night. We're hoping to get out here again Saturday, maybe. If not, there's always next year. We're gonna hit it hard, so thanks for coming. There's a sign everywhere. It just didn't work out. I'm thinking they might have been nocturnal, but either way, it was an awesome day to be out, get it on film. So let's go check out the promo.
Well, I just picked up Brian. We're on our way to John's house. So we're gonna go in here, have a little meeting, and discuss a couple things and get the ball rolling for this year.
How was your guys' trip? The whole 20 minutes.
Short.
The whole 20-minute long trip. Why don't you go find something to chase? What's up, man? I'm John.
I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you, man.
What's going on, guys? I'm Brian. We're here with Droppin them. We got a group of guys here. Jason's the only one not here. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. But we're just going to have a nice little group discussion for the late season wrap up. We had a pretty good season. I mean, things could have got a little better, but we did what we had to do. We got some deer on camera and everything, so we got a lot of stuff in store for you guys. So stay tuned and enjoy our little discussion here.
So yeah, Jason's not here. I was with him yesterday. He got a 5-point. It was a good hunt for him. I mean, I saw he was in the blind. I was in the blind at another part of the property, and I'm sitting there and I hear boom, and I'm like, oh man. So I hurry up and I get my bow and I get everything steady. All my cameras are on and everything ready to roll, and nothing. And like 20 minutes later, he comes walking up and he's like, "You got one?" And I'm like,
Got one down.
"Awesome! Did you get it on camera this time?" Because he's always missing everything on camera. He had what, 2?
You got that doe?
The doe and one and daughters.
Yeah,
that he
Sam,
missed.
he couldn't get it on the camera.
So I said, "Did you get it on film?" He's like, "It's in there." And I'm like, yes. So we finally got some stuff, from him. So
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
we're gonna take a look at it right now. Let's go check out Jason's hunt from yesterday.
We're gonna stick her out here till pretty much last light, being the last day. My standards are gonna drop quite a bit, so hopefully we can get some good kill for you today. So stay tuned and see how we make out.
How we do, dude?
Pretty good. Shot one, sign looked good. I reviewed my footage, got it on tape, looks like a pretty good shot. I just walked out, good sign, but I didn't track it yet. I was waiting till you come out. I didn't want to stir too much up, so what? See if we can't find it.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, it crossed.
A lot of squirrels,
like they
though.
always do. And it's the type of buck I've been passing up all year, but last day of the season, the 5-point we've been getting a lot on trail cameras, so I figured last day I better not pass him up. So
Hey, you can take what you can get at this point.
you betcha.
All right, let's go find him, man.
All right, I'll take you up here rather than going out there where I shot. I seen he crossed right up here by this tree. We're just going to the blood trail from up there and see if there's any blood. There he is. We found him. We got him. Right in the drink. Right in the drink. There he is, baby. 5-pointer. I've got probably 8 pictures of him on trail camera. He's got that funky little brow tine. Gives him a little bit of character. Well, we finally got the deer out of the creek. Got it taken care of. Last day of the season, nothing like waiting till the last minute, but I've had lots of opportunities at small bucks this year. I was kind of holding out for some nice ones that I've been watching, but seeing it's the last day and using the gun I just built, my standards kind of dropped today, so big buck, little buck, they're all trophies. If anything, these younger ones taste a little better. So coming into 2013, it's a good start. So we'll have hopefully some footage of some small game that's in for a few more weeks yet for you. And then we're coming in strong in spring gobbler, so hope you guys are ready.
Jason had a great kill there. He was able to, he filmed that himself, and not only did he film that himself, he also made that gun himself, and that's pretty impressive. I personally have always fancied homemade instruments, or I guess the more traditional style, as opposed to the modern stage of the compounds. And I mean, what are we pushing now out of our bows? It's like 400 plus feet per second. That's a pretty big difference. I know that's not a muzzleloader, but bear with me, I get off track sometimes. But yeah, so pretty much, Brian, how did you make out with your season overall?
I had a pretty good season. I mean, not as good as some other years, but it was hard. I didn't have much time to get out, but because of school and everything. But
Yeah, definitely makes
it makes it pretty hard, you know, going to school full time. But I got a doe in archery season, so that was good. It was my first spot and stalk kill. Unfortunately, I didn't get it on camera.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, things just don't work out the way you want them to. But I saw some shooter bucks, some real nice ones, you know, but out of range, about 60 yards. They would walk by and just nothing you could do, get them back in. But rifle season, it wasn't too good. I mean, I only got out probably 2 or 3 days in rifle season. But I saw a couple small bucks, but nothing legal enough to shoot or anything. But in the late season, I didn't really see much at all. I mean, I saw a lot of sign, but just not. The last day I saw about 15 deer run past me in the morning, but that was about it. But how about Tyler? How was your season?
Well, for my season, I got shut out again this year. Last year was a shutout as well. They duped me pretty well last year. We thought we were going to get, you know, one up on them this year, move the stand, move it to where they were coming out this year, or from last year to this year, and they came out where my stand was last year this year. So I couldn't win. We tried to move it a little bit. We moved the stand down to, you know, compensate halfway through the season, and they started to clear cut the property behind us. That kind of ruined everything. So I started hunting some state land. I went out with my friend Troy one morning on some state land out back of the house. Just happened to find a buck out there the first day. Could not get the bow up on him. He saw us and he just kind of stared at us like.
The evil stare down.
Yeah, and then by the time, you know, I was able to get it. He was like 50 yards, and I thought, no, I'm not gonna, you know, even try it.
Pretty far shot.
So the very next day, that was on a Monday. I went out Tuesday, saw nothing. Wednesday went out and saw 20 turkeys, which we're going to be hunting in our turkey season, I'll guarantee you that right now. 20 turkeys, 7 gobblers, and then my friend Courtney got a hold of me and wanted to go out. I just helped her set up her bow. She was ready to go. So I said, all right, we'll take you out. And as we all know, we ran into that buck again on Thursday, and I goofed and gave her a pretty tough shot. And she missed, and we haven't seen that buck since, so I'll take fault for that. Courtney, it's not your fault. So
Sometimes things happen.
so that's my fault. I found another spot up there. There was a lot of scrapes, and I'm talking scrapes that you can't even get your arms around. You could lay down inside of them, and then you would never even cover them up. But I think they're starting to move at night. Rifle season, I saw a 4-point and a spike. Got good footage of them. I saw a doe, but it was still the first week, so you weren't able to shoot any doe yet. And we went out with Jason out to that rock, saw more doe. It was the Thursday before the first Saturday of doe season, so they were early by 2 days, and I haven't really seen any deer since, and it's frustrating, but you know, we're gonna hit the gobblers pretty hard, that's what I plan on. So I mean, we got some good footage as far as deer, go, but I just didn't get any kills or anything like that. I passed up a doe on the very first day of bow season this year. She was probably about as big as your dog, maybe a little smaller, John. and so I passed it up, and I haven't killed anything with the bow yet. So part of me was like kicking myself for not taking it just because.
Mm-hmm.
But,
First one's the hardest, that's for sure.
Yeah. But I passed it up, and 5 minutes later, that buck stepped out. That's on the first day footage. So. What do you do? So I mean, I didn't get any kills, but I know this guy over here to my right, John. I know you got some kills.
Yeah, I got
so that. How was your season overall?
Well, Tyler, my season was it was definitely an interesting season. I had a lot of fun, like I always do. I really think that this year was not so much the year, but I definitely improved a lot more from where I was last year with not only my hunting skills, but with the filming and getting my gear around, going from, you're always doing scent control, you're always doing scouting, camera work, worried about making sure your batteries are charged up, your cards are right, and it's a lot of work. And when it's all said and done, it definitely makes the hunt a lot more rewarding, I feel, in the end result. From the first day to the last day, I can tell you it was definitely full of excitement. It was definitely full of lots of activity. Some days were definitely slower than others, but I mean, we've all had those. And there was a lot of encounters that I got to experience this year as well. Like being up there, I actually had the experience to see a bobcat come in. I actually saw him going in the trail when I walked into my stand in the morning, and I got up in the tree, and he managed to work his way up to where I could actually get some film on him, because I was kicking myself. I didn't have my camera out earlier to get the footage of him, but he came up, and can't ask for better footage whenever you're on a tree stand arm. You're not holding it, because my nerves aren't exactly the best.
Same as me.
But he came in, and then shortly thereafter, he had left. Another one came in, or it was still him. I can't tell the difference in the footage, but the attitudes were a little different, and that's what leads me to believe that. But that was definitely
special when you get to see a bobcat out in
the wild. Awesome. It was definitely a cool encounter, and one I'll probably never forget. Well, folks, unfortunately this year I did have one get away. I had a real nice 8-point come right into me, got the camera on, got to filming. It was working out great. The wind was perfect. He had no idea I was there. He came in, kind of cornered away from me, didn't know what was going to happen. Came back in, hard cut across, had the camera lined up, or so I thought. And I stopped him. And right as soon as I stopped him, he walks out of the screen on the tree arm, and I had to follow through with my bow, and I have some sketchy footage of that, but it's still some footage nonetheless. But unfortunately, I was unable to find this deer. My shot didn't look terrible, but I did find my arrow. I followed him for 150 yards, nothing. I backed out, came back in, pounded away with my brother all day long, switching back and up and forth, all 2 mountains, and came up with nothing. On a good note, I was actually successful to not only get a buck this year, but to capture it on film as well. Last day, final hour, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but that's what it was. I had put in just hours and hours and hours of hiking up and down hills, and after school, as soon as I'm back in, boom, out the door, up the hills, checking cameras, checking the food plot, making sure all my stands are ready to go, all the equipment, everything. Like I said, it's just a lot of work. And I was up in the tree and just happened to snort, wheeze, and grunt, and down off the mountain came old Goofy. I don't know what you want to call him. He's a goofy looking rat. I didn't really have a nickname for him, but I called him an ugly buck in the footage, and I apologize. I should never call an animal ugly, but he just came in and he baffled me. And but I'll tell you a little bit about the hunt. I hiked up the valley, got up into a real tall tulip poplar. I mean, I was like probably 60, 70 foot up there. I was high. I just climbed and climbed. The higher the better for me. And it actually played out to my advantage because he had come in and I kind of swung and missed at him.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Don't really have an excuse why I missed. I just he came in. I knew the yardage, and I panicked. Got buck fever. What do you want, people? I don't know. Come on. That's why I hunt, though. You get that thump thump going on. Well, I missed, and he takes off running, and I grunt, snort, wheezed at him again, and his ears just cocked back. And I knew that he was committed to coming in and finding out what was making all that noise and all that commotion. Unfortunately for him, it was me.
Wow, that was intense. What an ugly looking buck. Good management deer. Last day of the hunt too.
And when deer are in rut, people, I'm telling you what, they're stubborn. They're just stubborn. You can't stop them. You try to stop them, and they always just, they'll stop, but never where you want them to.
Oh, no way.
And well, he was coming in, and I was yelling at him, and he wasn't stopping. I had an opening, and he was on a pretty good strut, and I figured he was going to keep his body posture the same and keep coming through like that because of the aggression towards the other buck that he thought was in there. Mm-hmm. So I took the shot. Fortunately, it was a kill shot, and he ran, I want to say he ran a good 150 yards and bled and bled and bled, but I actually found him in a pond.
Right there, look at that. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be freaking joking. There's my buck, people. Oh, that's freaking sweet. I'm so happy I found him. I don't care that he's in the water. Oh, baby, yes!
I got to go swimming that morning. Not really. I just took a big long stick. It was almost like it was put there too, because I got there and I'm like, how am I going to get this deer out? I'm by myself. How am I going to get this deer out of the pond? And I look over and there's like a 17-foot long stick just laying on the road. I'm like, thanks, God. I needed that. Appears that he actually got hit by a car because his skull's actually severed in the back there and it molded together and overlapped. But definitely a goofy looking deer.
I don't know if that's how he sounded coming through the woods, but he was making all sorts of noise, that's for sure.
All right, well, I was going through your footage, and, you know, like we said, we got your hunt from this year, the one you didn't get, the one you got, the bobcats. There's groundhog kills from your buddy. We got those. But I noticed a doe kill.
Yes.
Now, that's what, from 2 years?
That was last year's
Last year's kill?
Yep.
That is a long, long shot.
It was definitely a long shot. The only reason I took it was because if you listen to the end of the video, it's the first ever kill captured on McGill's Great Outdoor Adventures before I met Droppin them. So I used to always go out, and that was kind of my thing. I would just go out and film myself, and I really wanted to get a kill, and she came in, she presented a clear shot, and I had practiced, and I put the time in at the range, and I felt comfortable taking it. And it worked out great, got double lung, and she only ran, I think, maybe 60 or 70 yards. I'm not exactly sure, don't quote me. You can quote the video though, whatever it says on there should be true.
Bet. Bet. Meh. Now they just got a hit on a doe. 44 yards. I could not stop them. Oh God, yes. I hit her a little high. We'll give her a minute or two. I got long. I was holler kicking right up here along the pine road. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait. Try to calm down, go down, check the shot. I honestly don't even know where my arrow went. But that's how we get her done on McGill's Great Outdoor Adventures. First bow kill ever. Well, we got a hook with the kill, not just a hit. We're gonna review the footage. Stay tuned, McGill's Great Outdoor Adventures. We'll be right back.
Oh, well, that was an awesome shot. I mean, it takes a lot of practice to be able to shoot that far with a bow. I know you put in a lot of hours. I myself have too. My longest shot was probably about 45 yards also a couple years ago. And, you know, it's always kind of sketchy, but if you have the window, you feel comfortable, you know the broadhead's going to do the job, you know, you're set, you're ready to go. So that was an awesome hunt. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, overall this year, John, I know you had some awesome kills. Jason also had a real nice kill there on the last day. I mean, you can't get much better than that. That was awesome. But we had a pretty good season. Next year's going to be awesome. Just stay tuned. We got awesome new equipment. Things will be looking real awesome. So what's in store for us, Tyler?
All right, well, for this upcoming year, for turkey season in particular, I want to hit turkey season big. I've never had trouble getting on birds. Brian, I know that you've been on them quite a bit.
I'm not the turkey man.
John's not the turkey man.
We'll turn you into the turkey man.
John's not the turkey man.
I'm always up to learn though. So.
We'll earn you good this year. Jason's he's got turkeys everywhere out there. We should not have a problem with each of us getting 2 gobblers apiece. My dad's gonna, we'll get it. So we'll be able to have at least 2, 4, 6, 8. There should be at least, if I don't get with some of my friends and stuff, throw it in there. We should have at least 8 to 10 turkey kills for turkey season this year, which is gonna be awesome. Fingers crossed. And also, I know we brought John on board. This is his first time on camera. I want to add one more. I think that we can get, some good benefits from that. I narrowed it down to 3 for us. I have them on here. So take a look at this person here. Here's a little bit of what I know about them. They got some good, they're getting some good footage here and there. They have some land to hunt, which is, that's nice. They have access to that. They love doing this kind of stuff. They want to get into this stuff. They've never done anything like it. They want to get into it. And I thought just maybe the ambition would be enough. And then we have this next one here. They are pretty local. I don't really know what they did this year as far as, killing anything. I don't know if they made any harvests. But they've shown interest in it as well. And last but not least, we have this candidate here. They actually, I think, in my opinion, bring more to the table than the other two. I think that there is a good possibility that, this with us can advance them.
Right.
And I think, you can see there's a lot of pictures there.
That's some pretty good shots in there.
Quite a few different, no video, but they don't have access to that. And
it's hard to do.
I think that we can partner up, and I think that, that'll just be, we all hunt real hard, and, we brought you in, you have great footage, now, you're Jason's cousin, that was kind of a little slide in for you. But I think that here would be the next member. We can vote on it. What do you guys, between the other two? Did you see anything in particular that stood out? The other two that.
All 3 of them, I believe, are good candidates. But I have to agree with you. I think they'd really bring a lot to the table.
Trust you guys.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
There we go.
I've talked it over with Jason. Jason can't be here, but his vote was for number 3 too. So, and that looks like we've got our new member.
Are you interested in watching the promo? Do you want to see it or not? I think it's going to be pretty interesting. What about the viewers? Want to ask them? He just wants to watch a promo. Can't get him to do anything else. Just staring at it. Alright, ready? Play. Enjoy. And they should come. And I should with the arrow, and the deer should, and then we'll and hang the, and then we'll have deer everywhere. Then the is all cutting of some form. Hopefully the lungs. Damn it, I want to kill. Stay tuned.
Hold on, let this car go by.
Yep. Trying to film here. Not really a big deal or anything. As you can see behind me, we have actual real maps. But because I'm not rich, we have one of these. I don't know if you can really see it from way back here. There's my buck. I'll zoom in. As I was saying. There's my buck. He's coming this way. Out into the corn. Tomorrow we have a southwesterly wind. Taking a chance here. Hoping I can get up high enough. Have my wind blow over top a little bastard. Don't know if that'll make the outdoor channel or not, but I hope it does. But we're gonna have the wind blow over there, and he's gonna come in. I'm gonna kill him.
I've seen deer every time. I've seen them
you know, when I saw the buck the first time out back of the house. I saw him with Courtney. I've seen doe out there with Jason. I've seen doe out there myself, and every time I had a cosmic brownie. So apparently deer like those cosmic brownies. I love them.
Well, I think it's pretty cool, man. I think we're not seeing any deer. I think Tyler should eat some freaking brownies. And that's about it, really.
It'll probably be a Valentine's Day surprise. I don't really know when Valentine's Day is this year.
I think it's like the 14th.
Well, it's usually the 14th every year. But I meant as far as day of the week, John.
We're rolling. Whenever you're
You
ready.
got that camera rolling. Double check it. It's
Make
a
sure.
one-time deal.
Look here once.
Thank God he's not one of them gay fashionists. Over here. John. Up here. Eyes on me.
Okay, guys, we actually just ran out of camera light. Didn't work out like we were hoping, but I mean, it's still nice to get out. There's definitely deer.
Hold on. Start over.
I don't know if we're a religious TV show, but I throw God in there every now and then. They'll have us on the Bible station.